Today we're reading Alice in Wonderland. Once upon a time, there was a girl named Alice. Wiggle, snap, story time. Hi, I'm Alice. So I was here trying my best not to be so bored when I noticed a little white rabbit. This was no ordinary rabbit. He was wearing a suit and glasses.
Oh dear, I shall be late. Oh dear.
Well, this was just too curious. I must follow the white rabbit. He slipped into a rabbit hole. So I did too. Whoa! But this was no ordinary rabbit hole. Ah! Wait, I'm not really falling. I'm more like floating, like a feather.
Storytime, Miss Booksy's gonna meet you inside her magic books. Cinderella's dressed in blue, Goldilocks and spinning clock. Wiggle snap, everybody wiggle snap, everybody wiggle snap.
Cool. Wait, where am I? Whoa! Did I fall all the way through the earth? A small key. But this key is way too small for any of these doors. Well, what do you know? There's a teensy door. Wow. Too bad this door's so small. I don't even think I could get my head through. And if I could, what good would my head be without the rest of me? Hey, that wasn't there before. It says, drink me. I know I'm not supposed to just drink things willy-nilly. What if it's poison? Or what if it's something just weird, like cauliflower juice? It says here, definitely not poison, and most certainly not cauliflower juice. Well, that's odd. Okay, I'll try just a sip. Delicious! It tastes like everything I like. Cherry pie, ice cream, pineapples, roast turkey, French toast, pancakes. Oh, hey, what's happening? I wonder if I shouldn't have tried that juice. Well, this is totally weird. But hey, now I can go into that garden. Oh no, the key is all the way up there at the table. That's as high as the Empire State Building now. Whoa! Ooh, there's a giant cookie. Well, if the drink made me smaller, maybe the cookie will make me bigger. Food does make you grow. Okay, here goes nothing. Nothing. Wait, I think. Whoa! Well, this is not what I had in mind. Now I'm so big that I'm stuck.
Oh dear, I'm incredibly late. The Queen simply will not tolerate this. Oh dear.
Please, Mr. Rabbit, I'm stuck.
I can't help you now. Didn't you hear me? I'm terribly late.
But what if I'm stuck up here forever? It's really hot in here and I don't like being a giant.
Stop crying. I'll get all wet and ruin this new suit.
I'm sorry, but this is just really uncomfortable.
Well, I'm leaving.
Well, that's better at least. Wait a second. I'm shrinking. Woohoo! Oh no. Well, this isn't good. Luckily, I'm a very good swimmer. I took lessons at camp. Oh, look. There's a friendly-looking mouse. Yoo-hoo! Mousy! Mr. Mouse? Do you know how to get to the beautiful garden with the Ferris wheel and the merry-go-round?
Come on, follow me.
Okay. Soon we were joined by all sorts of small animals. A gang of baby ducks, a salamander, 2 frogs and a hamster named Philip. We swam and swam and swam, going right under the door and into the garden. When we finally got to dry land, I thought we would go play, or at least find a snack. But the animals said they had to have an election, but they couldn't decide what they were voting on, and it got quite noisy. Oh look, there's the white rabbit. He was the one who led me down the rabbit hole, so he must know the way out. I chased after him, but I was too small for him to notice me. Oh, if only there was some more growing potion! And poof! Just like magic, there was a little bottle right in my path, and it had a label on it that said, "Drink me, Alice." Wow. So I took a sip. And I grew! What a relief! Oh, I'm me again. Not a great big giant, and not a teeny tiny mouse. Oh, speaking of a tiny mouse, all of the small animals saw me suddenly grow larger, and boy did that scare them. They all scattered away, shrieking,
Girlzilla! She's a giant!
Sorry. Where's that darn rabbit this time? I'm looking for a wabbit. I found myself face to face with a giant caterpillar. Wait, did I shrink again?
You don't look shrunken to me.
But why are you so large? And how did you learn to talk?
That's a silly question. Are you silly?
I don't think so.
Well then, let's hear a poem.
Excuse me?
I'd like to hear a poem. One that rhymes, please.
Okay, well, I never heard of a caterpillar who likes poetry, but here goes. This one is called The Queen of Hearts. The Queen of Hearts, she made some tarts, all on a summer's day. The Knave of Hearts, he stole those tarts and took them clean away. The King of Hearts called for the tarts and beat the knave full sore. The Knave of Hearts brought back the tarts and vowed he'd steal no more.
How dare you accuse the knave of stealing the queen's tart? Don't you know the queen will say, "Off with his head"?
It's only a made-up poem. The Queen of Hearts isn't real.
Of course the queen is real. And if she hears you say she isn't, she'll say, "Off with your head."
Oh no, but I like my head. It helps me think things and see things and smell things. And it has my hair on it. I really like my hair.
You're a traitor to the queen.
Oh, this is a terrible misunderstanding. I wish I could shrink down so super tiny that I could just escape.
Here, eat this.
I gobbled up the cookie that he gave me and... Oh no! I grew taller and taller and taller, and I was very gigantic. Hey, I want to be small so I could just hide from the queen. You made me even bigger.
So you're very easy to spot.
You caterpillar! I ought to step on you.
That would be a crime, and the queen would say...
Off with her head. Yeah, I heard you the first time. Oh, where's that rabbit? Oh, look. There's some nice looking fellows that should be able to help me. They're sleeping. Shh. Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, wait a second. You're just pretending.
We were hoping you would leave us alone,
Well, that's rude.
says the girl who interrupted our tea party.
Your hair is too long. You should get a haircut.
Why, you're rude too. Besides, I like my hair. And that rude little mouse is still pretending to be asleep, even though we've met before. I thought we were friends.
Oh no, he really is asleep. Poor little guy's exhausted.
Oh dear. Now I am the rude one.
No worries. Have some tea.
I guess he's a sleep talker. The other two introduced themselves as the March Hare and the Mad Hatter. The March Hare was an odd creature indeed. He would butter a piece of toast and take one bite and say, "Yuck, too much butter," and then on to the next piece of toast. Same thing, over and over again. And the Mad Hatter? He was even odder.
An otter? Where?
Not that kind of otter. Never mind.
Good. Otters are utterly annoying.
Why do you keep dipping your watch into your tea?
Well, it all goes back to the time I killed time.
And then the Mad Hatter told me the most ridiculous story. He had to sing for the queen. He says he sang an old classic, Twinkle Twinkle.
Twinkle, twinkle, little bat, how I wonder where you're at.
I told him he had the words all wrong, but he insisted he was right, and I was ruining his story. On he went.
Up above the world you fly, like a tea tray in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle.
Anyway, you get the idea. Well, the queen jumped up and said he was killing the time, and then she yelled,
Off with his head!
The Mad Hatter managed to escape, head and all. But ever since, time has been paused, stopped, finished, el finito.
Yes, my watch stopped at 4 o'clock, and we've just been here ever since. It's always tea time.
I love tea time, but I do wish dinner time would come.
At least you don't ever have bedtime. Bedtime is the worst. Oh, but I do love bedtime stories. Those are so cool. I like stories about princesses and dragons and pirates. Oh, and stories about tigers and robots and romance. Oh, I love a romance. And adventure and ninjas and fairies and pixies. And of course, a story about a handsome prince.
Enough! We don't have time for you to list every kind of story ever told.
Rude. Besides, I thought you had a lot of time.
Weren't you listening? We have no time.
That's very confusing. All I know is that you are a very rude bunny. And you are a very rude hatter, whatever that is. And you, Mr. Mouse, I thought you were supposed to be nice.
I am, dear. Quite nice. Lovely to see you.
Well, lovely to see you too. As for the rest of you, I'm going. Perfect. Goodbye. No, bad bye. It's the garden I've been looking for. Woohoo! I should go to the Ferris wheel and get cotton candy. What's that noise? I better hide. Wow, the queen is actually a queen of hearts from a deck of playing cards. I wonder if she likes to play Go Fish.
What's that? It smells like a rotten child.
Hey, I'm not rotten. I'm really nice. Ask anybody. Except the Mad Hatter or the March Hare. They don't think I'm really nice.
Off with her head.
No way! No, you're not offing with my head. I came here to do 2 things. Ride the Ferris wheel and eat cotton candy. So kindly, Your Highness, tell me where the Ferris wheel is?
She is just a child, dear. Maybe you shouldn't off with her head.
Well, can you at least play croquet?
I sure can. Oh boy, do I wish I hadn't said that. The Queen's croquet game was totally bananas. The card soldiers had to bend over backwards and frontwards to make the archers hit the balls through. Except the croquet balls were live hedgehogs, and no one had any regular mallets. Instead, they used real live pink flamingos. It was the weirdest game ever. But I was too scared not to play, or else she might say, "Off with Alice's head!" I'm really sorry, you guys. I promised to be very gentle.
No problem, Alice.
Alice began to walk through the garden looking for an apple or a cookie like the ones she'd eaten before. Oh, there's a plate of tarts. Perfect.
These are the Queen's tarts. Hands off, you dessert thief.
Sorry, I didn't know.
All rise. Today, the Honorable Judge, the King of Hearts, will hear the case of the missing tarts.
But the tarts are right there.
So who stole the tarts?
No one. They're right there.
It was the knave. The knave of hearts stole the tarts.
No, he didn't.
Then why did you say he did?
I didn't.
Don't you remember your poem, Your Honor? The evidence.
The Queen of Hearts, she made some tarts, all on a summer's day. The Knave of Hearts, he stole those tarts and took them clean away. The King of Hearts called for the tarts and beat the Knave full sore. The Knave of Hearts brought back the tarts and vowed he'd steal no more.
And so you see, this giant lady says the Knave of Hearts stole the tarts.
Off with his head! No! Please was don't off with his head. It was just a made-up poem.
Silence in the court. That means you, Alice.
But quiet, or it's off with your head.
Her head is much too large to off.
Hey, that's not my fault.
Maybe she stole the tarts.
What? Me? I'm trying to defend you.
She did steal my cookie.
Oh dear, this was getting way out of control. Alice didn't steal any tarts. Well, she was going to, but she didn't actually do it. And she never met a knave of hearts before, but she was pretty sure he didn't steal any either. Besides, weren't the tarts right there and not missing at all? Your Honor, we can all see that the tarts are right here, as in not stolen. So why don't we all just forget about this whole thing and move on? Who wants to play croquet? Your Honor, White Rabbit, Caterpillar, animals of the jury. You all have seen me before. You know that for whatever reason, I keep changing size. It's not from eating. Well, I did eat that one cookie, and then that other one. Those cookies were magical, or something. I don't know.
Will the Mad Hatter please take the stand?
Oh, great. This guy again. The Hatter bowed before the Queen and then began the silliest nonsense Alice had ever seen or heard.
There was a girl who stole some tarts, and Alice was her name-o. A-L-I-C-E, 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 and Alice was her name-o.
He's just making up this song. No fair. The real song is B-I-N-G-O.
And then she tried to blame the name for Alice was her name-o. A-L-I-C-E. Enough! I don't like this song. Off with his head!
Order! Order in the court! The animal jury will decide who is guilty, Alice or the knave.
The animals of the jury whispered, barked, meowed, squeaked, and riveted among themselves. Finally, they had their decision.
We, the animals of the jury, think it was Alice who ate the tarts. The knave of hearts is as skinny as a card.
Nobody ate the tarts. They're right there.
Wait, I'm confused. I thought they were stolen.
They were stolen, but now they're here.
And none are missing?
Nope.
Well, why are we arguing about this?
I wonder why anyone does anything here in Wonderland. It's all so silly. Oh, what did she say about Wonderland? Oh, pooh to you. You're nothing but a card. Why don't you go fish? Oh, with her head! The Queen sent her entire pack of cards on the attack. They all came flying at Alice, as if someone had shuffled them and thrown them in the air, ninja style. What? I think I'm back at home. Is this real? Ouch! And I think I'm my right size. Oh, this is wonderful. But how did I get back? Was it a dream? No, it couldn't be. But what if I want to go back to Wonderland sometime? It was scary and confusing sometimes, but also kind of fun. Oh well, time to eat. I'd love a cookie. Or maybe a tart. The end. So it turns out that Alice was just dreaming the entire time. Or wait, was she? Was Wonderland real after all? I don't know. This story is so silly, right? Maybe Alice will go back there one day. I'm sure there are so many more adventures to have. Thanks for coming to Storytime. Can't wait to read more stories with you at Storytime soon. Bye!